Welcome to Premath. In this video tutorial, we are going to find the partial fraction decomposition of this given rational expression, and this is our episode number 10. Now let's go ahead and get started with the partial fraction decomposition. Let's focus on the denominators over here. As we can see, we have three linear factors. As you can see that one, that means we are going to have three fractions. I am going to put one fraction separated by plus sign and one more fraction. The first one is going to be 3x minus 1. The second one is going to be x minus 4. And the last one is going to be linear factor x plus 2. Now let's focus on the numerator. For the first fraction is going to be constant a, for the second is going to be constant b, and third fraction is going to be constant c. And now our task is to find the values of a, b, and c. So the very first thing that we are going to do is look at the denominator over here on this fraction. Whatever stuff do you see, I am going to multiply this one with each and every term. Let's go ahead and multiply that one. I'm going to multiply 3x minus 1 times x minus 4 times x plus 2 on this left hand side. I am going to do the same thing over here. 3x minus 1 times x minus 4 times x plus 2. I multiply with the first fraction. Likewise, I'm going to do 3x minus 1 times x minus 4 times x plus 2 for the second fraction, and likewise I'm going to multiply 3x minus 1, x minus 4, and x plus 2. So far so good. Now let's look at this one on the left hand side. As you can see that this 3x minus 1 cancels out this 3x minus 1, x minus 4 is gone with this x minus 4, and this x plus 2 is gone with this x plus 2. So we simply ended up with x squared minus 5x plus 1 on the left hand side. Now let's look at on the right hand side. The first fraction, this 3x minus 1 is gone with this 3x minus 1. So we got a times x minus 4 times x plus 2 plus, now let's look at the second fraction on the right hand side. X minus 4 is gone with this x minus 4. So we got b times 3x minus 1 times x plus 2. And finally c times, let's look at this one over here. The third fraction, x plus 2, is gone with this x plus 2. So we ended up with 3x minus 1 times x minus 4, and I am going to call this equation as equation number 1. And now here is our quick trick. Look for the linear factors in the denominator. So as you can see, we have 1, 2, and 3 linear factors. I am going to copy them down over here. The first one I'm going to write down 3x minus 1. The other one I'm going to put down x minus 4. And the third one I'm going to put down x plus 2. I'm going to set each and every one equal to 0. Alright. So that means if we move this negative 1 in this side, we are going to have 3x equal to positive 1. That means x is going to be 1/3. So one of our x value is going to be 1/3, and here x equal to +4, and the third x value is going to be x equal to -2. And now let's focus on this x equal to 1/3 value, and here I wrote down put x equal to 1/3 in this equation number 1. That means wherever we see x, I am going to replace it by 1/3. Let's go ahead and get started. So that is x squared is going to become 1/3 square minus 5 times 1/3 plus 1 equal to a times 1/3 minus 4 times 1/3 plus 2. And now let's look at this one over here, b times 3x minus 1, and we know x is 1/3, so 3 times 1/3 minus 1. 3 times 1/3 is 1 minus 1 is going to give us 0. That means 0 times the whole this term is going to become 0. Likewise, in the next term, same thing. X is being replaced by 1/3, so this becomes 3 times 1/3 minus 1. 3 times 1/3 is 1 minus 1 is going to give us 0. 0 times the whole thing is going to become 0. So no wonder I am going to put down plus 0 plus 0 right up here. Let's simplify now. This 1/3 squared is going to simply become 1/9 minus this become 5/3 plus 1 equal to, let's simplify that, let's add these fraction plus the whole number. That is, when you do this thing, that's going to give us -11/3. So we have to be very careful, and times that is going to be 7/3. And now in the next step, I have just copied down this part right up here, and I have just simplified it step by step. The only thing I did is 1 could be written as 1/1, and we know that the least common denominator or least common multiple is 9. So pretty simple steps. So this whole thing added up to simply -5/9 equals to, on this side is going to simply become -77/9a. And when we simplify this thing, that is going to give us a equal to 5/77. So what we did is on this side is we just simply multiplied by the reciprocal of this one, so we got 5/77. And now let's look at this x equal to 4 value, and here I wrote down put x equal to 4 in equation 1. So that means this time wherever we see x, we are going to replace it by 4. So equation number 1 is simply going to become 4 square minus 5 times 4 plus 1 equal to, let's look at this over here. This, when we replace x by 4, this is going to become 4 minus 4. That is going to give us 0. 0 means that this is going to multiply to the whole thing is going to become 0. All right. So I'm going to put down 0 plus, and then we got a b times 3 times x is 4 minus 1 times 4 plus 2 and then plus. Let's once again look at this part over here. We know x is 4 this time. 4 minus 4 is going to give us 0. When we multiply 0, this whole term is going to become, this whole thing is going to become 0. So I am going to put down 0 over here. Let's simplify now. So that is going to become 16 minus 20 plus 1 equal to b times, this is going to become 12 minus 1 is going to be 11 times 6. And let's simplify furthermore on the left hand side. That is going to give us negative 3 equals to 66b, and that means b is simply is going to be negative 1 over 22. If we divide both sides by 66 and when we reduce it, when we are going to get 1 over 22. And now let's look at this x equal to negative 2 value finally. And here I wrote down x equal to, put x equal to negative 2 in equation 1. So that means wherever we see x, we are going to replace it by negative 2. So this equation number 1 simply is going to become negative 2 square minus 5 times negative 2 plus 1 equals to, let's look at over here. When we replace x by negative 2, so negative 2 plus 2 is going to become 0. When you multiply 0 to the whole, this term is going to become 0. So this term I'm going to put down 0 plus, the next one is once again this one, x is being replaced by negative 2 plus 2 is going to give us 0. 0 times this whole thing is going to become 0 as well. So I'm going to write down 0 again, plus then c times over here 3 times negative 2 minus 1 times negative 2 minus 4. Let's simplify now over here. Negative 2 square is simply going to become positive 4 plus 10 plus 1. And on this side, c times this is going to become negative 6 and negative 1 becomes negative 7 times negative 6. So I'm going to go this way now. We simplify this thing, that is going to become 15 equals to 42c. And then I can write c equal to 15 divided by 42. 15 divided by 42. That means c could be reduced to 5 over 14, isn't it? If you divide top and bottom by 3, we are going to get c equals to 5 over 14. So thus our a value turns out to be a 5 over 77, b value is negative 1 over 22, and c is 5 over 14. So thus in our partial fraction, wherever we see a, I am going to replace it by 5 over 77. Wherever we see b, we are going to replace it by negative 1 over 22, and c being replaced by 5 over 14. And here are our fractions on the top of this partial fraction. And here is our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.